Your memory is far superior to mine. Do you still remember?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Please, wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope you
What do you need?
promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Okay.
Everyone's here so early! But why?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been?
Are you ready? Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit,
The point of discussion is to
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Come on, don't give me that face.
That's what I wanted to hear. Well, Traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions,
You can tap.
I'm not that good at scheming or to be honest. Here, dudes.
Candace,
I'm very glad I've said the same. Only when you're safe can the You're welcome. Good luck.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll hit them!
Have you finished saying your goodbye?
Yeah!
Yes, she did. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something?
Didn't we already do that?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while we all have our jobs to do after all.
Speaking of the front lines,
Of course. But the advantage... Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind.
well,
I'm not like the rest of them.
this guy.
All. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has, I think. But the Academe, come to think of it, the Withering.
But time, at least, that. Wait a second. Could it?
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is huge!
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole, the world forget me thing?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue. To make sure we're still on track, I would like to
Where are we going?
to an Eremite base. They're here.
Huh? What are they?
I gave them some technical work.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are...
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction?
Look here.
Huh? More can knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face?
Paimon's a little scared, but very...
Anyway, we're not going to... As I mentioned during the meeting, this traveler... I want you to record something. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Now, please get ready and...
You want us to record our conviction?
Yes,
Paimon is still
I understand. But because, to achieve this impossible task...
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes him. Now, open your eyes. Here,
What's this?
read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be...
But what was the point of doing this?
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. And after all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool? A machine?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules...
But what
You could say that those
things you're interested in are really out there.
Anyway, I'm going to take those two to work on some small...
Small prop?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few...
I thought we agreed on a plan. How could...
The plan is too radical and carries a high...
But it's still the best plan
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Hatham's plan is even...
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time.
We agreed to work out a plan. Had I known Hatham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same...
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate...
Seems you really do understand the ways of the...
Traveler, Paimon. This is also something you should know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards, in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait! How can we work with the guard?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Reebok would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion.
That also sounds like something Hatham told you.
Doesn't Hatham know how dangerous this plan...
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone. And I've always had a good eye.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the...
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew.
We can help fight some of them.
Sino, we have no fear of casualties.
Well, but remember, you need to follow the plan and not do any... Since you and I...
Okay, you...
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there. Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation...
Of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. But who exactly are you planning to arrest and how...
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos.
As many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible.
Got it! Please wait a moment, I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe... Aren't you even if that guard...
We discussed it.
The Caravan Reebok operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matras still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been...
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem
a reasonable inference.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction...
The Akasha is still in operation. So I must remain on high. Actually, considering the power of the...
I've given that a lot of thought. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that info, but things like that never happen.
That's true. But what?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your...
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how haven't you ever thought about it?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The academia firmly believes that all human actions can be
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can... However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacy, emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee... Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and so, in my opinion...
Makes sense to me.
Is that so? I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by...
Paimon's...
Next time,
Will do.
just remember to...
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the...
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He...
Beep, construct.
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as...
Have you made a decision regarding...
It seems to be a dire situation, so...
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all... Any questions about the time?
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of Get Ready.
It's time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the desert! Have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you!
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat! Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
Oh. Nobody's given me this much time at Brothers! For that slight...
Shine down! There is no escape! Let's light it up! Illusion shattered! Off we go! Let's light it up! There is no escape! I'm going in!
Freeze!
Shine down! Let's light it up! Illusion shattered!
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the...
You pitiful dendro...
I'm afraid you'll
King Deshret will curse you!
Silence!
Oh!
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send...
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes. Things went perfectly.
That's fantastic! And that punch you gave Raman there? Sure.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get everyone into Sumeru's...
Yeah, you're the reason...
It's not... Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, if we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan.
There is no escape! adventure time! Off we go!
Dia! We're here!
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here, in the time it took you to get here.
Sorry. We didn't mean...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. All joking aside, our responsibility dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the doctor were to crash the party, it would be next.
Yeah.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the doctor. The sages have placed spies
What?
That's certainly true. But, how much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. Come on, give me a smile so that I'm looking good. There are many kinds. Let's go.
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important, please.
All right, then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by... Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Pardis DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the academia. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have...
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning...
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean... you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis DI. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the Academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction really...
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details.
Sorry, we can't tell you everything.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the Academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe...
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe, please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the Academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support...
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the Academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The Academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried he'd get in trouble for sticking. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long.
I see. So you noticed something was up with the Academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message. I think this may be something.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardis DI?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was... He also said, just to be safe...
But, Liam...
We'll do it the That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.
Adventure time!
Skills seems...
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him. This place'll do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Uh-oh! He saw us!
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean there's nobody with him?
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port just now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago, but now they vanished.
So this was a trap. Wait, don't tell me that.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away. And if I couldn't...
Oh no! Are you saying they're going to kill her?
Let's go!
Pardis Di is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Pardis Di for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Pardis Di now? I'm pretty sure you're not just looking for herbs.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only...
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about keeping a low profile. I may be staying at Pardis Di as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholar.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Tighnari! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is strength! Now you shall perish!
Oh, so sorry.
Let's light it up! Shine down!
Must counterattack!
I'm going in!
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yes, Tighnari! Beat him up!
Have a load of this! Time to find heat! Stay ready to hurry up!
Torn to oblivion!
Let's do this quickly! Don't get frostbite!
There is no escape! Let's light it up!
This is bad!
I swear by my sword!
I guess this is it. You need to hurry up!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Illusion shattered!
Roast and fry! You need to hurry up! Cool it! This one's well done!
Let's light it up!
The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now!
Dodge this! I will.
Everybody stand! Why do they never miss?
Let's not waste time!
Oh, so sorry. Inazuma shines eternal!
Back!
There is no escape!
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We...
Got it! Hypatia's still here. Doesn't look like anyone's broken in. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Parties DI and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you talking to? It can't be the Balladeer, right? That's impossible.
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed you. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler! What are you doing?
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against... Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it. But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. Yes. What is it? Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares, but you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is all I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me,
Just what has this world done for you? I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking and sense the depth of your determination. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging. Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift, just like my expression of affection towards Hypatia. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Ah! Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while. Where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's go! Tainari and Dia still must be fighting! Oh! Have the Fatui retreated? Hey! What happened to—
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to rest.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. My wound aside, you look like...
Hey, didn't I tell you?
Just in case. Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of—
I understand my condition.
Ugh. The more you understand—
I know. They always think they can—
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit.
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about? Oh, Paimon can't believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's
That sounds, damn. As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good... I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party's DI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to. Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the Balladeer. Is that why they...
You said the Balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So...
Have you noticed? The Balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the Balladeer zap him with lightning?
Based on what the Traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan. The doctor...
Yay! That's a big accomplishment!
Thank you for the help, Tainari.
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Let's continue to keep a low...
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so...
Good.
Oh! Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and...
Everything also went smoothly on my side, to avoid alerting the quarry.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru's...
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Huh? Wait, you mean that...
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know...
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them, you...
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my employer.
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah! Say something to Huh? What are you all doing here? Oh, it's Nilu! Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you.
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, but you also look like you're up to no good.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join? You mean you also wanted to—
Yes. Something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, you're seriously inviting me? I can't believe my— Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well. That's I must admit, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Remember, believe.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now,
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super—
Well said. A good night's rest.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently.
Huh?
Oh,
Alright, let's all go home and get a good— Okay. Yep, good— Today's the Academia's Niagarbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action. Alhaitham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
hello, you two.
Not really. What about you all?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be—
You just want to show off how calm you are.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension.
The only thing you're—
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Many restricted
You know,
That isn't something— 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. Their effect—
So,
Don't forget, today is Niagarbaha Day, arguably the most important day. The sages and all the Darshan— When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the— Well, yes, if precedence hold—
Everyone should be in—
Let's go.
So are we—
Yes.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me!
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think. Don't tell me the answer. The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And you were gone from the academia for so long because...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now.
It's nothing.
All right. Thank you for your contributions.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions... Nowadays, the academia is rampant.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal...
We shouldn't waste any more time.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite... The Academia just at...
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Grand Sage. Let's step back and observe for...
You think the Grand Sage will exit, and after he does, we'd sneak past him?
Who knows? However, if we can...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
What's Grand Sage's eye doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Grand Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of the foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. You seem to know quite... If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power, creating a god. Yes, we are if humanity cannot attain omniscience and we shall regain a god's guide. Even Ermin's soul will be freed for our nation of scholars. This is the ultimate You will never understand the rapture of having a gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali. What can she even do? Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers, the ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all act. With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the—
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars—
Oh, Hatham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of—
Oh, Hatham! So you're still on the academia side! We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Sure.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility— In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly—
You're despicable!
Despicable? Your ploy was to sacrifice—
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. First off, I received an eyewitness report. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert.
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the with their instigation. What was the probability that you would betray the academia?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that, if I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Niagarb. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person.
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. No, even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru. However, under the current circumstances—
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards! Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule?
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon thinks...
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk he poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Suristhana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail for.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Suristhana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Alhaitham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally... There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... The faster it blinks, the better the signal. Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure! No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything?
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept listening, kept looking for a... so I can catch up to greater... But I'm stuck. The sages and
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, do Archons have them? Should Archons have I been doing the right thing? Am I... How do I... It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions.
Who are you? You're right, though. I won't...
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up?
We're here to rescue you.
I'm fine. When I think of everything that's happened...
You should have been...
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! When you went to wake up Nahi, you were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone... Yep, so that...
Nilu, are you sure about this?
I'm sure.
But if any...
Don't worry.
All right.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Nilu, how's it go?
Definitely more than usual.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance.
You sure know.
Well, thank you both.
Ooh. All right, let's get back to business. Nilu?
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia has been conducting a weird
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better?
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of...
Hey, Nilu! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy. Do you want some candy?
Vihar, I'll pass on the candy, though. I could... Yeah, thanks to you.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. Come to think of it, when did Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Ormos when everyone else... It's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood... Let's review our plan for this. Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the Academia and with the Doctor's technological support...
How despicable of them to rely...
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the Academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances?
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyargarbaha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so, the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated, but it seems like that's pretty clever. I just have one question. Even if we manage...
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced. They will view everything the
Akasha will turn humans into machines.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan.
All right. After the guards and the Academia are gone,
then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine. Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the Academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long,
we couldn't do
with a line this like
we still need.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought.
Speaking of which, most following those.
Indeed.
All right.
You gave such a.
It'll be fine. Besides,
you've got a point.
Good luck.
This outfit.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isaac? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run away from them.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do.
Relax. Don't think about... You only need to think about getting the...
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa.
Hey! They're here! I can see the Academia guards!
All right, it's time, Isaac.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Let's have a look behind the house.
What should I do next?
Huh. Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Hey, stop! I saw you! Don't try to run!
The guard looks alert.
Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
Looks like the guard...
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop! What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me! This is bad.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop! What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me! This... Oh, how is this possible? There's also an Academia guard here!
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop! What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me!
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar!
did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition. Or after stepping into our traps.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the deserts are...
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourself!
This is odd. The academia has quieted. Where are the guards? Why have I...
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali will take revenge on us.
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed her? That's impossible. The academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the Traveler are already in our hands. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear into thin air? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Suristhana. Go to the Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the Traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring? Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali's status. Have you been to the sanctuary of Suristhana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No, I haven't. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning that way?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you trying to use my words?
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanctuary of Suristhana on my own.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Suristhana. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my... Huh? She really appeared again? What is the meaning of this?
What a comical sight, Azar.
Oh!
Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind. The one, and precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino. Have you been waiting for a chance like this? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me. But I didn't...
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as all...
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions.
Then tell me.
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Suristhana. As for the investigation...
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front...
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Ark. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
Paimon hasn't heard any sounds out. Yeah, but... thinking about it, when Paimon...
Here comes your savior.
Yeah! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big...
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of? Oh.
Now isn't the time to talk about being tickled. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The Core of 30 is in charge. As long as it doesn't...
That's probably...
The Grand Sage, Sino for... So, hurry to the sanct... We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
They say it's nice to... This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams. Conscious, thank you so much for... During this time, I did... Exactly! Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with... It's like I just hadn't... My concept of... But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this... It's okay. There's one more... What is it? For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom. As their Archon... Ah! Wow! I understand. If you haven't even figured out how to be a Yes, true. That reminds me. We need to hurry and I need to make some first things first. After that, after all, this might take some time. If we don't stop... We might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff. How's it going, Nahida? I'm done with the parts that needed my... Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this. Oh, also, this is for you. Huh? What's this little floaty thingy? It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations. Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied! It's alright, Paimon. It can't replace you. It's only a flying device. But you're... you're so good at comforting people. Nahida, you're a natural at... By the way, there's something I need to confess. Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, you may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, if we get into a situation where I'm glad I've located where the false god is. What is this place? Wow. The sages wanted to realize... Judging from the structure... But this place doesn't look like it could have been... The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold... Yeah! Or else they wouldn't have... Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the Academia sages. Instead of being interested... So... This Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. One is the desire for a gnosis. The other obsession is probably religion. Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his... It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. Tell me more about... The more we know now, the better we can plan... Ah, I see. How fascinating. Alright, time to go.
Time to work!
Let's light it up!
No
Shine down!
Put your back into it!
I'm going in!
Get out of my way!
Now you shall perish!
Send this quickly!
This moment will be frozen in time. Let's light it up!
I guess this is it.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes. On the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
Cool it! Let's light it up! Illusion shattered!
I guess this is it.
You'll get frostbite.
Shine down! Go as one! Everybody stand back!
Dodge this!
There is no escape! Let's light it up!
Cool it!
Illusion shattered!
It's no problem.
Dodge this! Pay your dues!
Off we go!
No escape!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Shine down!
stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
Let's light it up!
Let's move!
Illusion shattered! Ha! Ha!
No more words. Freeze trouble. Let's end this quickly. This harden up.
Let's light it up! There is no escape!
I will end you. Use this.
Dodge this!
Don't get frostbite.
Everybody stand back! Illusion shattered!
This is bad. This isn't good.
Let's light it up! Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
That seemed to work.
Let's light it up!
Counterattack!
Freeze!
Well met.
Dodge this!
You can't run!
Well, this moment will be frozen in time.
I'm going in! Illusion shattered!
Calculated. Shouldn't get careless.
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! Let's light it up! Everybody stand! Illusion shattered!
Don't get frostbite.
Looking at its operational status... Oh no. Are you... If you really want to... Yes, I am. I feel not just nervous, but curious... Curious about to me, and if it's a... However, so to me, that's also why... And now, at long, I will personally... Ah, so that's what you mean. Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now. So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura! A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's... How much effort and resources did from a purely technological... You sure are something! Dishing out But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth. Can you feel it? The exhilaration...
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you!
Do you not realize that you are...
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the law.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that this is a first. No wonder your own people have abandoned you. Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer. The god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god. Feeble human!
Off we go! Let's light it up!
Cool it! Ha! What's the hurry?
Insignificant past!
Freeze! Dodge this!
There is no escape!
At my command, you shall fall! Insignificant past!
Let's light it up! Teamwork is trick! Torn to oblivion!
Feeble human! My endless cycle begins! Push your luck. Push your luck.
What's the hurry?
Insignificant past!
Free!
Illusion shattered! Let's light it up!
Perish!
It's gonna hurt in the morning. Everybody stand!
Feeble human!
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down! Let's light it up! Off we go! There is no escape!
Burn to oblivion!
Let's light it up! Illusion shattered! Absurd! Detached from the...
Reality
hear me!
is pain! This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Boor?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams. All that battle experience! It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you. Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you, the first sage of Boor.
I am the all-knowing God!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Cool it! Ah! Oh, so sorry.
There is no escape!
Burn to
now
oblivion!
You shall perish! Why do they never miss?
Kneel!
Make yourselves a home!
Reality is pain! Good riddance, cruel world.
Adventures, let's light it up! we go!
Hey! Ouchie!
Your new god awakens!
Lasts forever.
Now, your eyes have been opened. Dodge this! Kneel! Don't push your luck.
Shine down! Ha! Insolent!
Barely a scratch!
Kneel! Reality is pain! Burn to oblivion! Cool it! Kneel! Humans. Filthy humans. No! Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. This is... That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor. Huh. This sure seems very different from what... Yes, that is our destination. Forbidden... Your inference, forbidden knowledge, then. But I'm afraid... So... Yes, she didn't complete the way that every... I'm just sharing her pain. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness. Yes, but now we can cross the... And then we'll let Greater Lord root each of us need to even within the... Don't worry, it's... Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat? That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Illusion shattered! Let's light it up!
Cool it!
Torn to oblivion! Shine down! Insolent!
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
I'm going in! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Freeze!
Let's light it up! There is no escape!
Look! 4-leaf sigils have appeared in the sky!
Shine down! Adventure time!
Cool it! Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Everybody stand back! Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Don't worry, I got this. Now you shall perish! Shine down! Barbados, guide us! Why do they never miss? I'm going in!
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Illusion shattered!
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first. which direction? Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Mm-hmm. Judging from the... We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's been
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
No, it seems that otherwise...
Hey! So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord But
is that... me? Are you... Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were. We are manifestations of the same nature.
We're of the same nature?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I going to be...
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. When a branch grows into a...
That's why...
That's a great insight. It's also precisely why you won't become like me. But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads, along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom...
Come to think of it...
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me?
Ah, I see. You're everything that day. Even the sky itself changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution. The pain started to torment. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden...
So what exactly is...
It's a kind of knowledge that it came from the very bottom of the abyss. The world is constant. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute...
So, there's knowledge that even the...
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel, which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru. But... And then, from the very...
Oh no.
I've experienced...
Yes. even if I died, my end. So, I took all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my
Wait, no.
So you realize what that implies. Irminsul has all the knowledge. Removing me from Irminsul means but this is the only way to save
people. Love you so much, and how can we just... Is there really no other...
You're the god of wisdom, Buer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so...
No need to feel so sad, Buer. These are the words in their entirety. Let the world come... We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. We've just saved the world, right? So I don't know where this feeling is just now. Wait, then.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Huh? That sound...
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As this is the only thing of interest I've found among the sick. Don't worry. I know you. I'm here to negotiate with you.
Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru.
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observe. The observation is the first step of any experiment. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up?
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the result?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to—
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the god, but this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me. The most threatening segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, what did you see when you were imprisoned?
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone, besides with my abilities? It's only a matter of time. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so
short-sighted? You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have revenge!
You'll make
Good
this moment
riddance.
count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the god of wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the god of wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say. Okay. Wake him up. Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Come on, Traveler.
Looks like you're awake.
Yep.
I prepared some breakfast today.
It's not.
Well, now that I've
And Paimon bets they're.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon. Oh, as heroes.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. Everyone's aware.
Anyway.
Oh.
Good morning. How?
We feel much better.
I'm recovering.
But from the looks of it.
It's fine. The Elazar.
It seems.
Yes, but the Withering is one example.
By the way. Huh?
He visited once.
And you probably.
Celebration.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate some?
Perhaps, or.
Come to think of it, you and Kale are both Sino's close friends.
Kale has taken over some of my. You see.
Huh? VIPs?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages in.
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but Lesser Lord Kus. When they learned that, as a result,
That sounds really
there's nothing we can do. But that's an.
Ah, right!
You've recovered well.
Yay!
Rainforest is the best place to live.
Well, there won't be any.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well.
Is all.
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letters, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guests.
Huh? Are we.
Yeah.
Look, I get it. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity, after all.
If you consider enjoying. Because Paimon.
That's right. Nilu is an absolute master Zuba.
But.
Ooh.
There's always a lot going on.
Yeah. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if for some reason they didn't?
Yeah, we can also check out.
As for Sino, I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad.
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler. We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, Have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has... But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today.
Oh? Who else?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about... Don't tell me everyone's here looking for God...
No way!
Ah.
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks...
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true... hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Hey, Alhaitham!
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to Al-Haytham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole Academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other—
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different— Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with— Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Academia. But I refused.
Huh? But why? Ugh.
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, all right.
That's not my job either. Kasharawar's application for funding.
Just now.
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon—
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars, which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge—
Such as the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration—
All right, I'll see you there.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could—
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while.
Dinyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding?
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better.
Why do you still call me that?
Resignation.
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you.
When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a body?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test.
Huh? But...
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan, I guess I still get fired up by that. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not...
Well, I remember a friend had...
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Academia?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the Academia. But only if I wanted to.
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Alhaitham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in the Academia.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super amazing.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to... In fact, I chose this job.
Even if being a mercenary means...
A lion has...
I don't want to see you go...
I'm glad to hear you. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me.
Huh? But wait a...
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady...
So, have you been in Port Orma?
Oh, did Nilou write to us?
She heard that you were seen...
Huh. My lady has been...
Right.
So what it really...
I bet the letter...
No wonder there was...
Sorry.
It must be something important.
Yes! She said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar.
Great!
Count me in, too. But is there some sort of dress code?
Since it's being
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held at...
Sure.
Thank you so...
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Raman are?
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally no...
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something... As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember... Don't mention it.
All right, It's been a while since we last visited our... Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical chief.
And Tanari...
That's good to hear.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
but why are you just...
I'm meeting some people.
Oh,
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. But you know one of the people...
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you brought...
Raman! And...
Oh, you...
Oh!
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
I'm doing well.
Same here.
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah.
All right, well, I suppose I've decided to leave the
What?
It's not that I've given up. I will no longer pursue... I plan to leave...
Wow!
Sataria, well, she can't teach you.
Yes, that is the true...
The people of King, the stars...
Oh, please. Where's all of...
You just...
Sataria's idea will bring much good...
At first, as you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were... Sitar... These words, I gathered...
Azar has received much-needed punishment.
Lord Sino, my plan was able to go...
You're all doing...
Aside from that, I also have...
Lesser Lord Kusanal, I applied for a few badges.
That's exact...
Apart from this, The Academia is also recruiting scholars that are... We must be persistent about this.
This is the... Remember these words. Here lies our faithful I hope people with wisdom like that priest...
Enough about us.
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf... Neva wanted to write to a celebration at the feast will also be... although, judging from your...
Celebration? It's the first I've heard of...
Tighnari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds...
It's rare to see...
No, not really. But I'll go.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. The messages. I'm sorry for how you and the art. Please keep dancing.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well.
Got it.
Today's the big day. Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see... Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow! Paimon can't wait! Traveler, just look at all the delicious food he... Whoa!
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. Everyone that came said that...
Ah, feels kinda nice to be...
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job.
My lady sure...
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in...
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something
We owe it to our abilities.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck...
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Moreover, judging from the...
Yeah. Everyone, it was almost like everyone played their part.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many... Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this all...
Even if those two giants of the Academia... Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all... If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act—
Perhaps I shouldn't say this.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severe.
I respect our deities while we're on this topic.
Are you trying to say that I'm...
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar.
But seriously though, I always wondered if—
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it—
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe?
Precisely.
Wait, is that all?
So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with—
It's not about being happy.
Even so.
Thank you.
I seldom participate in such lively— No, the Grand Bazaar, that happy— Oh well.
My lady, the—
Yes, what in a—
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello, oh, I'm so happy.
Hey, let's—
The atmosphere here is good. I don't have a lot to handle these days.
There you— Well, how is it? That is the first time I've— You see, make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think— I can't explain—
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up once you— Of course, just wake—
It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. The connection between us is amazing. It's like Flora and... I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events. So, although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still... Please say thank you to everyone for me. Oh, is it not? But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet. What if I end up scared? Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The Flora also climbs up to the fence. Everyone!
Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you—
It's me.
Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feat?
No, No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the Traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, people refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. Please, allow me to present...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you...
Dinyarzad,
You don't need to be so ceremonious.
This is how the relationship between the Academe...
You're an Archon, but you act so humble.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. All right, since you're awake now, she should be in...
Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. So are we. Is there anything... After recent, I've given it, but this is definitely Akasha said, although people may initially and the former sages, I hope that the other big issue I've already taken. You mean, what happened? You guessed, however, I'm sure you in fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I told him that the Heavenly... I assumed that, and the exchange served... He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would... I know you haven't. Don't worry. In addition, his future will be determined by fate. Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the Nation of Justice? As far as I know, does their Archon... No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials. However, even then, Focalor will still make as Archon. She still reserves the right to influence. Anyway, let's just say she's got, Are you sure? Huh? About your sister. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Yeah, isn't Irminsul a repository for all the...
This is true in your case, Irminsul. However, there must be something different about your sister. Because, as it turns out...
What?
There is only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world.
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your...
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria after the Conria disaster. She began her journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat, but just as her journey was about to reach...
What do you mean, Fuzzy?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, and whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
But even that wouldn't...
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descender.
What's a Descender?
Look, I'm sure you must... A very important traveler. You are Teyvat's 4th Descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler? And his sister isn't even one of them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principle. As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time. And yet... even knowing all this, there are many questions in my heart as well. I will need... And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumeru. I'm very interested in your future. If fate is the ultimate knowledge,
I'm unsure.
The pleasure is all mine. Alright, that's enough talk for today.